this is your V. This is your V, which you are represented by 0, 1. Now you want a point somewhere here. Now let's say that this is 2, 3. Now how do you get it? We got it like 2 into U plus 3 into V. What is U? U is 1, 0 plus 3 into 0, 1. Now how do I do it? This is, you multiply each of the elements. Now 2 into 1. So it is 2, 0 plus 0, 3. If you add them, now you should element wise add it here like this. Now this is 2, 3. You're able to get the point 2, 3, which is this. Okay. Now don't get confused with the way we write it in a row or in a column. No, just look at the coordinate value. That is enough for us. Now similarly like this, take any value. Okay. Not only this 2, 3, you take any value x, y. Okay. Now that you can write it as x into u plus y into v. Now you can get any value. That was the idea that I was speaking of. So if you got any questions, you can just put it in the chat. Everything is good, but don't. Okay. Now, how is u 1, 0? Okay. See, this point that you have used was 0, 0, and this point is 1, 0. So this is vector, you label it as 1, 0. That's all. That's the overall idea. So now, let me revise some of the basics that you might be knowing. Can you understand what do you mean by this? This is basically called as a matrix. Okay. Now, what is significance of the whole equation? XU plus YV. Yeah, I'll come. Let me complete the whole story. Okay. Now, let me take this 1, 3, 2, 4 and take one more point now, which is 2, 1. Okay. Do you know how to multiply this? At least the basic multiplication idea is. So just the simple idea. I just want to give you this. This is the basic idea that you should be knowing. Now this is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1. Now when I say 1, okay, this is what I am saying. And then 3 into 2 plus 4 into 1. Now this is 4. This is 6 plus 4. Okay. This is the idea. This is the basic matrix vector multiplication. Fine. Now let me write it again. 1, 3, 2, 4. And let me now multiply this with minus 3 plus 1. Okay. Let us take even much more simpler values first. Let me take this 1, 1. Okay. What will be the output of this? Calculate. You should be fast. This is 3. 3 plus 4. This is 7. 3, 7. Okay. Good. So now again, let me do this multiplication. 1, 3, 2, 4. Let me multiply it by 1, 2. Now what is this? This is 5. This is 3 plus 8, 11. 3 plus 8, 11. Yeah. Now, can you think? Can you relate something? What is happening here? Okay. If you want to repeat, okay, just a simple idea here. You take this 1 and multiply this by 2. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1. Okay. 3 into 2 plus 4 into 1. To add it, you get a vector. Now, this is a matrix vector multiplication. Is this not same as 1, 3? Yes. This is 1, 3 plus 4, 8. This is 5, 11. Did we see this anytime just now? Yeah, I'll come. Just see it. Okay. So now, if I write it 1, 0, 0, 1, what is this? 2 into u plus 3 into v. We are exactly doing this. Okay. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are basically making a matrix vector multiplication throughout. That was the idea that I wanted to introduce. Okay. Now you get the points. Okay. Now you should wait for the whole story till to complete. See now? Now what is this? What is this basically means? Okay. Let's take an example. Now, when I say 1, 3, 2, 4, a matrix like this, and then I'm multiplying it by 2, 1, what do I mean by this? You extend this vector 1, 3 twice and add this with 2, 4, which is multiplied by 1. This is what it means. A matrix vector multiplication is same as 1, 3, 2, 4, correct. Is same as stretching this vector and adding it in this case. Yes. This is the idea of matrix vector multiplication. Okay. So now let's take this. Now let me put a small point here. 1, 0, 0, 1. If you multiply by xy, you get xy. Fine. No problem. So far, so good. Now, you can get any point. Okay. So now, if I get 1, 0, 1, 0, xy, can I get any point? Now, what is this? Now, this is okay. Now, when I multiply this, I cannot get any point. I get only those points that are on my x-axis. Okay. So now, let me write it in one more way. Now, what will be this? Now, this is 1 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2 6. Correct? Now, this I can rewrite it as 1 into 1 3 plus 4 into 1 3. Now, this is 5 15. Can I get any point when I multiply this matrix with some vector? No. I only get points on this vector, extended line of that vector 1 3. I cannot get any point. I can get only points on this. Yes, I know that took it as common. No, that was the basic idea. I'm trying to tell you a story here. This is not possible, is what I am trying to say. Okay. So now let me ask you a different question. What can we say about these matrices? Now, this is a known matrix. Okay. Now, with this, I can say I can get any point. This I can say. With this, I can say that I can get points on vector 1 3. What is this matrix? Can I get any point like I did it here? Or am I getting points only on a line because of this? What is this matrix? Correct? Okay. What is this matrix? And if you consider, yeah, you can get only on the points. Yes. Now, I'll give you a box. Now, this is a function. Okay. I have a function here. The input for this is xy. The output for this is, let's say that this is pq. So now this f is represented by a matrix which is 2 cross 2. And what does this function do? This will multiply this matrix 2 cross 2 matrix with xy and then give out a number pq. Now I'll say that this is a function. Now function is nothing but a mapping. Yeah, we are still taking square vectors. Wait for some time. So this is a function. Function is a function mapping from one thing to another. From where to where am I mapping? Okay. To understand this in much more simpler terms, let me take even simpler example. Okay. Y is equal to 2x. Now this is the function. Now what are the inputs that you can give to X? Now the input, you can get all the real numbers. You can give any real number. Now what will be your output? Your output will also be a real number. Correct? You're multiplying a real number by a real number, you get a real number. Now this is y belongs to R is the real number. Y belongs to R. Now I don't have one number here. I don't have one number here. I have two numbers. Any point on that coordinate plane that we have is represented by two numbers, X and Y. So now this vector belongs to R2. Okay, this vector belongs to R2. Okay, why do we call R2? No, this is x-axis is 1R, y-axis is one more R. So we say that this is R2. It's a coordinate plane that is obtained by taking two R's. Okay, and then the combinations of all of them. And what is the output? Now this is belongs to. This symbol is belongs to. Okay, this R2 is, so it was R is the real line. So there the real line that we represent. Okay, R2 is that it is saying that it is a plane. Now what is the output? The output is also in R2. Input is in R2 and output is also in R2. So now that means that any matrix vector multiplication that we have, okay, now it can be represented as a function. It can be represented as a function. The input for that function is a R2 vector, and then the output for that is a R2 vector. Now this is the function. Now this is the input, and this is the output. That's it. R means real line. The capital R that I have a dash there, now that basically means a real line. Okay. Now this is a, so the matrix vector multiplication that we have here, now it can be represented as a input is R2 and output is R2. Make sense? Okay. Now let's try to do it in GeoGebra for some time. I think I have GeoGebra on my iPad. Otherwise, I will come back. I have GeoGebra. Okay. Don't worry. What do you see? Some weird graph I was trying to plot. Yeah. No, basically, okay. You can make sense of this graph. Now, this is the time complexity that we discussed. Oh, I think it is for you only. I draw, I guess. Okay. Yeah. X square and other things. So. Okay. So now, let me draw a vector. Simply for me. This is much more difficult than writing on than doing it on a iPad. This is difficult. This is really difficult. So what was the point that we are considering? So 1, 2. Where is 1, 2? Okay, I need to block it up more. Okay. 1, 2. This is our 1, 2. And then we had 3, 4, right? Vector 3, 4. These are the two vectors that we had. Okay. So, and then when you take a new vector, let's say that, so you are taking 2, 3. Now, what are you trying to achieve is you're trying to multiply this vector. So, can I get my, you're trying to multiply this vector AB twice plus AC thrice. That is what you are achieving here. Now, if you get it, let me write it here. So, but the scale will not be as clear as you can see there. Okay. Now you have two vectors. Let's say that this is one vector. This is one more vector. Okay. Let's say that this vector is AB and this vector is CD. Then you get a matrix ABCD like this. Okay. And then if you multiply this by any vector xy, then it will be x into AB plus y into CD. This is what you get. Now, this is basically a matrix vector multiplication explained. To come to this, we took help of so many things. Now, why is this needed? So now, as we can see here, different vectors are behaving differently. We are not able to understand them. Now, with this vector, I am able to get anything. With this vector, I'm able to get only the points on a line. Okay, even the points on the line, they are in R2, but I'm not getting every point on the whole plane. I'm not able to get it because of this. Now, that means that there is a difference between this and this. What is the difference? We are not able to see it. How does this behave? We don't know. Okay, now there are so many things that are just uncovering now because of a simple vector matrix multiplication. Matrix vector multiplication. Okay, so we will, this is the good point to stop. So the thing that you should remember is, so any matrix vector multiplication that is there can be thought of as a function which is mapping from R2 to R2. Okay. Now with this, we will continue our discussion tomorrow and try to unravel the mysteries of these things. Okay. So to conclude the points, thing is, now look at any matrix vector multiplication as now basically some transformation of vectors that are involved in that matrix. Okay, that is the whole idea. Any matrix. Now, this is how did we look into it? This, then this. Now you are multiplying this by 1 and this by 1 and adding it. Now that means that if this is u and this is v and this is x, y, u into x plus v into y, you add it and then you'll get it. Yeah, Python as of now it's finished. Don't worry. That's all. We just discussed all these things and then how to work with GeoGebra, the basic platform, and then so we try to understand that. That was the whole idea. Python is for now. We will just conclude it because so our aim is to understand much more interesting things. So there are so many interesting layers for this whole. This is basically the subject is called as linear algebra. Okay, so we try to unravel a lot of things on this gradually with an intuitive idea. So now, see, basically we have understood so many things. Okay, intuitively that there is a difference between this matrix and this matrix. Now, what is this matrix? Why we are not able to go ahead and get all the points because of this matrix? Now we have understood a lot of the inherent basic ideas of linear algebra, which will explore and then solidify it with proper mm, representations and equations. Okay, yeah, I'll conclude at this point. Yeah, Shubham?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. I'll provide the notes for the day. Don't worry.
Sure, sir.
Any announcements, or we can?
Just I have just one quick announcement, and then sir, I'll do that, and then we can close the session.
Sure, sure. Then I'll leave them.
Sure, sir. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Let me just stop the recording very quickly.
Recording stopped.
Yes. So I understand that everybody has concerns about a quiz or evaluation or exams that is going to be happening in the mid of September. Guys, please do not worry. Focus on studying for now. We will post an update about evaluations in the general channel itself by tomorrow. Okay, just wait for one more day. We are finalizing few key details so that you are well informed about how things are going to happen, where and what is the entire structure of exam and everything. So just wait for some time. We'll update the post by tomorrow. Okay, syllabus I have already posted in the general channel, guys. Please check. There has been a PDF shared for syllabus. Okay, thank you so much. Please take rest. Let's see all. We'll see you all tomorrow in the second live session. Okay, I will post everything when I am posting information about evaluation or quiz or exam. Please note that I will be sharing the time, the date, the duration, the topics that will be covered, guidelines that you are supposed to follow before you are appearing for evaluation, a practice exam and everything. Okay, I'll share everything. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.